Hi guys, we're on another hair adventure. This is probably the most nervous I've been about doing my hair since I went from bottle black to blonde for the first time. So yeah, I am going to try and henna my hair. I have never done it before. I've watched quite a few YouTube videos about how to do it, but still, I don't know how it's going to react with my hair because obviously my hair is half natural, half bleached. Yeah. Let's get it started. So I went into my local Lush store and got a big block of henna, Caca Rouge. So this is the red henna. I am fully aware that caca means poop in some languages, and I did find that very funny. So far I know it means poop in Portuguese, Spanish and French. Leave a comment below if it means poop in your language. So it comes in a paper bag like this. I'm going to open it up so I can show you what it looks like. So, careful not to get it all over my bed. So it looks like this. It's very pretty and ornate. And it has like these 6 blocks. I think I'm going to try and do 3 blocks because apparently this does like really long thick hair. And I don't have that, so I'm going to try and do it with 3 blocks. And also in the pack you kind of get like the whole deal that you need to dye your hair. So you get a pair of latex gloves. I think they can provide non-latex, I'm not sure. Little instruction book which tells you everything else you need. And sort of how to do it and the colours that it will give you, and also a shower cap. I didn't know you got a shower cap in the set, so I actually went out and bought some new ones. I think it might be that you need to use a couple of them to keep it all in because I think this looks kind of flimsy. And also they highly recommend that you buy a newspaper. I went and got a cheap tabloid. It's got a pair of boobs on the front because we still do that in the UK. And salad cream's the big headline. So I am going to go and cook the henna and I will take you with me and hopefully it won't be a horrendous mess. So this is the consistency I think it should be. The instructions say like thick hot chocolate. Mine's a little bit more like cake batter, but as you can see I did half a block and it's created quite a lot of dye. Definitely had to add a lot more water than I thought. In the instructions it doesn't actually say how much water you should add just to cover the henna. I would say add even more than that to actually get the consistency that it says for you to have. I think the whole process, it took a lot longer than I thought it would do. I think it took about 20-25 minutes to melt this down. Welcome to my bathroom. This is probably the least attractive angle to have you at, but my tripod is really short and I am really tall, so this didn't really help. So I've got the henna in the sink bowl surrounded by newspaper. Newspaper is all over the floor. I apologise for the noise, actually, we're on a main road, so you might hear some traffic. The gloves are tiny. And my hair is sectioned to look like a naughty schoolgirl. I'm going to sort of work up section by section, I hope. that was a very messy experience. I think you need to newspaper your entire bathroom. I'm a little bit worried it's actually stained. I really flipping hope it hasn't. Gonna wash off my feet so I don't tread it through the house. God, I wish I could get in the shower, but I don't know, maybe I'll just try and jump in the shower and wash some of this off my neck and stuff. I did put a little bit of Ultra Bland around my neck, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So I'm going to clear up and just pray that it hasn't stained. So I'm back. That was an experience. I cleaned up everything, luckily nothing stained, but I panicked a little bit, hence why that segment is a little bit but I'm a bit calmer now. So I put it on my head. It was a lot thicker, and definitely obey the guidance that it's best used when hot, because as soon as it starts to cool down it starts to set and gets a lot more clayey. So it was, by the time I got to the front, it was very thick, and I was worried that I wouldn't have enough. I just had enough, I hope. If there's a few blonde streaks, I'm not going to worry about that. It probably, hopefully, will look quite good. But it definitely did, and now it's sort of setting. It's almost like if you put mud literally on your hair, because that's basically what it is, and like let it set out in the sun. So it was quite weird. I just had enough. So if you've got longer or thicker hair than me, definitely use the whole brick. I've probably got enough left to do my roots. So I will, if it works out right, I will do my roots with that. So the instructions say to leave it on for 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm going to do that. I'm actually debating whether or not to wash it out outside using the garden hose, because it's so muddy. I don't really want to do it in the bathroom. Like, it's so thick. I'm actually a little bit worried it's going to affect the pipes. So I might actually rinse it out outside using the garden hose and then shampoo and whatnot afterwards. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that. So on that note, it is my phone's turned off, 12:10. So I'm probably going to wash it off at about 3, let's say. Yeah. So it's all washed and dried. As you saw, I did wash it off outside. I washed the majority of the mud off, and then I came upstairs and washed the rest of it out so it wouldn't clog up the drains too much, and then shampooed and conditioned it as usual. I then blow dried it, so hence why it's a little bit frizzy. First impressions, I really like the vibrant orange colour. There are some patches, I don't know if you can see, there's definitely some bits that I missed, but I'm having a haircut next week, so hopefully those blonde tips will be cut off. The roots are a lot darker than I thought, but I am not going to conclude this video here. I'm actually going to leave it a day or two, because apparently it continues processing for a couple of days until it reaches its peak colour. So on Friday probably, so 2 days, I will finish this video off and give you my final conclusions on the first time that I used Lush Henna. Hi, so it is 3 days after I initially hennaed my hair, and these are the results. So it does darken over time and become more vibrant, and it definitely has. I think this is like peak vibrancy now, hence why I filmed this. I am going to re-henna my hair probably tomorrow, because the front is quite patchy, especially the left hand side of my head. It missed out some bits. There's some blonde bits, but I think that's just because I didn't make the solution liquidy enough, and so when it has started to set it became harder to rub over my hair, and this was the last bit I did. So I will be redoing that tomorrow, and then hopefully it will be all saturated and fabulous. So I'm going to do this bit first, all ready for next weekend, because I've got a very big weekend and I wanted my hair to look beautiful. So that's all I have really. So pros of henna: my hair feels amazing. It feels so silky and no damage, because obviously it's all natural, so it doesn't have that harsh chemical effect on your hair which can make your hair a little drier. This actually has made my hair feel incredible. Cons: it is very labour intensive. This is the sort of thing that you need to dedicate almost a whole day to do, or at least 4 or 5 hours. So it is pretty labour intensive, and you even making up the solution is kind of takes quite a long time, so I would definitely have that to say. But yeah, this is the final result, and I think it looks pretty decent. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give me a massive thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. I'm also on Patreon. If you search Hannah Cruz, you will find me. The link is below as well. And I hope to see you for another hair adventure, or if not, just see you around. Until next time, guys. Bye.